Kayla Beyer, how are you doing?
Good, Marlon. How are you?
Doing fantastic. We are at NRA today, right?
We are.
Is this your first NRA?
I have been to many a NRA, but not under Deeply Rooted Farms. So this is our first show. Owning the company, we started 5 years ago, and we are branching out from schools into hospitality and food service nationwide.
That is awesome. So what are you showcasing today?
So today we are showcasing our Italian crumbles, which are plant-based.
Yep.
Look like sausage, but they're not, on a pizza. And then we're also showcasing a new Colombian gluten-free Panda Bono, who we're partnering with a Colombian company out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
All right, I'm gonna feel really stupid for a second. You said Panda Bono?
Yes.
What is a Panda Bono?
It's a Colombian gluten-free vegetarian bread.
Oh, it says it right there.
So have you heard of like Brazzi Bites?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna call these Panda Bites.
Panda Bites, I love it.
Kids in the U.S. are gonna love them, and hotels and restaurants all over, they're all gonna love them.
What is this?
Okay, this is our Frito Pie. This is a chili that you put on Fritos, smother it with sour cream and shredded cheese, and it's made with our Fiesta Mexican plant-based crumble.
I don't think I've tried that yet.
Would you like to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Do you want to add the toppings?
By the way, who do we have here?
This is Sophia.
Okay, Sophia.
She is our culinary chef today, and Lily, her helper.
I love it.
Yes. Make sure you get a lot of sour cream on there.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a Frito Pie. So if you go to Texas, you will have Frito Pie in Texas. So we took that concept and we showcased it all over, from California to New England. And it is fantastic. So you can do something simple as Fritos in a bag where you cut it kind of like a walking taco with Doritos, but you have the Fritos. Mm-hmm. And then you add, this is just chili with petite diced tomatoes and beans. And then you put that chili in the Frito bag, and then you do your toppings. Or you actually just serve it like that in a bowl. Or.
So I have to say, when I come to this show, I try a lot of plant-based stuff.
Yes.
And a lot of it is okay. This is good.
Of course it is.
This is delicious. Oh my gosh. Well, say something else so I can keep eating, please.
So it doesn't look at all like plants, right? Even though it might come like this or come like this. This is pre-seasoned. It triples in size once you add water, as you know. The Mexican or Italian seasoning, you can do nachos super easily. You can do spaghetti sauce with the Italian. You can top the pizza like we did. And people tell me it looks just like meat, so.
Looks like meat, tastes like meat, has a mouthfeel.
So the kids, like I said, they love it. They're enjoying it nationwide. We think the healthcare industry would love it because as people age, they have a harder time maybe chewing ground beef. Like I said, restaurants, hotels, all of it. So
you guys don't just make great products, you have a great story. So I know the story, but they may not know the story, and I'm still trying to eat. So do you want to tell some of that story?
Sure. So I grew up on a dairy farm. I married a guy that also grew up on a dairy farm. We met in 4-H, which is like a agriculturally based club. And he proposed to me at the county fairgrounds, actually, where we met. And then I went on to get a science degree, worked for a big corporate like Hormel Foods, and learned a lot about proteins, mainly dairy proteins and then pea proteins as well. And then, I don't know how much you want me to share. I went to law school because I was negotiating all these food contracts with companies. And then when I finished law school, and after having 5 kids and living on our own farm with 200 cows and pigs and chickens and 2 dogs, then started Deeply Rooted Farms because we wanted a chemically free plant-based option for everyone out there, because the other brands had all these big word chemicals on there and this long of an ingredient deck. And then we also, it was during COVID, so we wanted something that did take up freezer space. And so our product has a 2-year shelf life. It's so easy to prepare. You just add water and you cook it for 10 to 15 minutes. And we ship about 66% less like semis, which is where a lot of the EPA emissions are coming from, than our competitors. So we're not only chemically free, we really truly are better for the earth. And if I didn't mention it, we're halal certified, which is really important, kosher, non-GMO, allergen-free of the major 9, and women owned.
I love it. And what does your husband do?
He sells beef and other meat.
And it is delicious.
It's also very good. So,
but you guys are big into like regenerative agriculture too, right?
Yes. So as we got older, like when we were growing up, it was like you spray all these chemicals on your fields and you dig and dig and dig, which is not really good for the soil, which is where a lot of our plants are coming from, right? All the plants. So he started studying it, and a lot of other farmers were going through this movement as well. So he learned that regenerative ag is where you put a cover crop on your soil in the winter. That actually helps CO2 emissions, right? It absorbs, where a lot of farmers just leave it black.
Yeah.
So he's doing his part too, even though he's still farming and there's nothing, wrong with having cattle. We're coming from a different perspective than, cows are bad. We're saying cows are okay, and the earth needs the cows to trample and naturally get that nitrogen moving in the soil.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta do it the right way, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Kayla, thank you so much for chatting with me today. You're obviously one of my favorite people to talk to, so thank you for having me over.
Thanks for stopping by,
and
Marlon.
I really do like this a lot, and I want to turn the camera off so I can go eat some more.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you.
Okay.